That time I freaked up and later put it on Reddit. That time I freaked up by falling asleep while tanning next to an attractive girl. There's no obligatory this didn't happen today because this happened a few hours ago and I'm still mortified. I'm on holiday with family and on a cruise. We all decided it would be a great idea to go tanning after a long walk around the city we are docked in. We went to the tanning area on the top deck and I split from my family as there wasn't many beds free and I saw a bed open next to this really attractive girl who looks early 20s, same as me, and I think I could have a good shot here. So I occupy that bed and make a few bits of chit chat until the tiredness from the walk kicks in and I completely deck out and fall asleep right there. I must have moved around a lot while asleep because I woke up 15 minutes later by a family member telling me to cover myself up as one of my balls was hanging out of my shorts. First thing I did was cover up, then look to the side to see the girl is no longer there, but probably saw just like everyone else who walked past in the 15 minutes. I'm on this ship another week and the embarrassment will live with me forever. Help. TL. Doctor, freaked up my chances with a girl by my own balls that fell out while I was sleeping. That time I freaked up by using the face app everyone's been raving about. So I guess this is a bit of a change from your normal TIFU posts, but I felt like sharing anyways. So this just happened like an hour ago. I'm sure you all have heard about the revamping of the face app where you can literally age a photo of yourself. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, here is a good reference for you. Anyways, so I saw someone post a picture to their Instagram and that's how I heard about it. I knew I had to download it and try it out because why not? So I download the app, take a picture and set the filter. And OMG, I'm totally old lol. It's kinda crazy and I'm not gonna lie, I look good as an old dude. I decided to send the results with the original picture to some friends and family who just die laughing at the filtered image. We start comparing pics and wonder if that's how we will really look in the years to come. Then a thought pops into my head. Everyone tells me I look just like my dad, and if that's true maybe he will get a kick out of this photo too. So I send it away. Nope. He isn't excited and he isn't laughing. He said it freaks him out. I asked him why and assured him it's just a harmless filter. What he said next broke my heart. I know I'll never see you that old. TL. Doctor, I use the crazed face app to send a photo of my old ass self to my dad, resulting in him being really sad and breaking my heart. Freak. Edit. Oh. Did not expect this response. Thank you strangers for my first gold. Edit 2. Thank you for my second and third gold. Wow. That time I freaked up by accidentally putting Mentos and Diet Coke in my mouth at the same time in a foreign country. Being half Japanese, I take a trip to Japan every 2 years with my dad to visit relatives, sightseeing etc. Unfortunately I was never actually taught Japanese, so having my dad there with me is super useful when I need assistance. On our trips my dad usually takes a day to go hang out with his old friends. We live in the US and usually leaves me at our hotel or whatever. Today was one of those days. While laying in bed watching PewDiePie's Minecraft videos I got quite hungry and thought to myself I can go down to the convenience store and get some snacks by myself, right? Normally, yes. So I take a couple thousand yen that my dad left me and walk to the nearest Family Mart. For those of you who don't know, it's a Japanese convenience store. I browse the shelves a bit, end up buying a bento meal, Mentos, and a Diet Coke. Checking out goes fine, since I don't really need to communicate, just hand over money. So as I walk back to my hotel in the middle of a crowded sidewalk, my silly, but decided to pop a few Mentos in my mouth just because. So I suck on those for a while and then without even thinking about the consequences I take a huge swig of Diet Coke, like so big that I can't swallow all of it and it's just sitting in my mouth. Then all of a sudden feel a very weird foaming in my mouth. Then it hits me. I remember the experiments I did in elementary school, the crazy Russian hacker vids, etc. That was the very moment I knew I freaked up. So before I can think literally anything else, it's foaming out of my mouth, and I choke a little and end up just spewing out this Diet Coke foam. So obviously the people around me notice and come up to me and start speaking Japanese. And of course I'm sitting there, completely clueless. They were probably asking me if I needed help. I'm dying of sheer embarrassment. So I deadass just bolt back to my hotel with foam dripping down my face and clothes. I'm feeling sticky everywhere and life is not good. Once I get back to my hotel room and start to settle in, I remember that I left my actual food on the sidewalk. So I just ended up starving until my dad came home and brought some leftovers. TL. Doctor, I mixed Mentos and Diet Coke into my mouth in front of a bunch of people who didn't speak the same language as me, and sheer embarrassment ensued. That time I freaked up by exposing myself to my wife's friend. This happened on Friday, and I'm just now able to relive it without experiencing Tourette-like outbursts of random noises and profanity from my extreme discomfort from the embarrassment. I'm sitting on the toilet in the downstairs bathroom, which is right by the front door of our house. I have the door mostly closed, but it's not latched. Doorbell rings. My wife answers it. It's her friend Jen. Jen comes in the house. I should mention that Jen is a friend slash neighbor we've known for just under a year, and I don't really know her that well, which, for me, makes this worse. I'm just finishing up, getting ready to wipe. I pull on the first piece of toilet paper, and as the toilet paper unrolls, this big and very fast spider comes running from behind the roll, brushing against my hand. Instinctively, I jump up and away from this spider. As I do this, the door to the bathroom opens. There's Jen. We both scream, me because my fight or flight, in this case flight, response automatically kicks in from my lizard brain, thinking I'm getting attacked by the spider, and Jen seeing her friend's husband with his pants and underwear down between his legs leaping toward her screaming. A lot of apologies and light uncomfortable laughter afterwards, and I haven't slept well since. TL. Doctor, TIFU by exposing myself to my wife's friend when I jumped from a spider while sitting on the toilet, right when my wife's friend walked into the bathroom. That time I freaked up by sitting on my right testicle and blacking out because of the pain. TL. Dr. LS is the title. It was our average summer vacation day. I woke up late, ate breakfast, blah blah blah. Then I made a Nutella milkshake, which is actually really tasty, and went to sit down on the living room chair. That's when disaster struck. I don't really know how and why, probably the angle I was about to sit on, but I sat on my right testicle. The pain was insane. I jumped off the chair and started walking out, in pain. Suddenly I had black spot clouding my eyes, and the next thing I know, I'm on the floor with my milkshake over me and my mom screaming. I blacked out for a few seconds, and honestly it was the scariest few seconds of my life. I had a pounding headache, but at least my right testicle didn't hurt anymore. I'm fine now, and my mother calmed down before calling the ambulance. That was the first time I ever blacked out, and I honestly was really scared. Edit. A lot of people are asking for the Nutella milkshake, so you must heat your Nutella just enough so it becomes more of a liquid. Then you add it to warm milk and shake, or use a blender. You can add chocolate ice cream for more flavor BTW. Edit 2. Everyone worrying about my testicle. Please don't. I didn't sit on it that bad, and I don't think I fainted just from the pain from that. I don't drink water a lot, so it was probably also from dehydration. If there is something wrong, it wouldn't stop hurting 40 seconds later. Edit 3. There is so much, and I hope comments on this post, it's hilarious. Edit. Wow. My first silver and first gold. Thanks. I had to stop reading these for a while today. I tend to keep replaying embarrassing things over and over. My random noise Tourette's started acting up. Tonight is definitely an ambient night. That time I freaked up by making a poorly timed pun at work. This happened yesterday. I'm still laughing about it. People still won't talk to me. Yesterday started off as any normal Tuesday. I strolled into work a little early, got my stuff together, and hopped on our weekly Tuesday morning meeting. I was on the schedule to give a short presentation on some of the work I've been doing, creating documentation for the standard technology we use in our business division. I'm wearing my noise cancelling headphones, watching these much more experienced engineers talk about their work with the company infrastructure. About 45 minutes into this meeting, I notice the engineers on my row stand up and quickly moving toward the exit. I take off my headphones and hear an alarm going off. All I could make out was this voice saying BZZZT bird, this is not a drill. My mind jumps to fire, so I run with the pack to get outside. We get outside and I see people sprinting to their cars and driving away. I think to myself, that seems awfully uncharacteristic of a fire. I find one of the guys from my team and ask him what he heard. He said this alarm alerted the campus of a possible armed assailant on the property. 30 minutes later, dozens of police cars have shown up. There is a media helicopter circling the building, and armed guards with their weapons drawn scanning the building floor by floor. Definitely not what I was expecting going into today. I find some of the other workers I've talked with. I told them I was supposed to be giving a presentation today that I'm not entirely sure I was ready for. My next thought just blurted out. Guess I really dodged a bullet there. They all just stared at me. I realized it as soon as I said it. My face got super red, my palms got sweaty, and I just turned around to leave for the day. Fast forward to today and no one is talking to me. TL. Dr. Possible armed assailant reported at my work, and I just fed the trauma. Did you know that ketchup was originally sold and used as a medicine for indigestion? Thank you so much for watching this video. Gao. If you liked this video, be sure to leave a comment and a thumbs up below. This is Teddy the Bear signing off.